Hey Walleye Wisdom Watchers, this is Gary Speicher reporting from Lake McBride, south of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Out here with Captain Dave Nichols, out here on Lake McBride. Now Dave, you've got an interesting technique that I've seen other anglers use, and we use this in tournament fishing. You call this front wheel drive. What are you talking about here?
Well, Spike, what I'm doing is I have my Yamaha T8, and that is propelling us through the water at 2.5 miles an hour right now.
Sounds really sweet too.
Oh,
it's a sweet.
I love my Yamahas.
Yeah.
But I also have my Minn Kota Tarova with my iPilot.
Okay, let me see that.
Down in front, and I have my little remote hanging over my neck, and this is my steering.
Okay.
And it allows me to precisely move the boat, and we're going to just show you here. We're going to take a right turn, and it moves the boat very sharply and very precisely, and allows us to steer the boat much better than we could if we were just using the kicker alone, or the tiller, or using the main motor as a rudder. This is a precise steering method. Boat control is always important. Even when you're trolling, boat control is important, and this allows us the most boat control we can get when we're in this presentation.
Yeah, you'll notice, folks, that it's all happening with the hand control. Minn Kota does have the foot control, the typical foot control pad that you would use if you were up on the bow and you were working a spot, and you were trying to hover over a spot doing some casting or jigging. But I think what we've discovered is, like you can actually have better control of your steering with the electric on the front than you can hanging on to your...
Yeah, it's much easier to do. It allows you greater freedom of movement. We're able to work the rods when we're back here running a program. You can move.
What about when you get a fish on?
Yeah,
it's helpful there too,
yeah,
isn't it?
Exactly, it is. And you know, you're able to move around and not worry about where your motor's pushing you so much. So it gives you better freedom of movement and allows you better access to everything you need in your trolling program.
Now, my big question for you is, how many of those hand remotes do you have on the boat at this time? Because I've got two in the Ranger, Dave, and the reason I have two is it seems like one always gets lost somewhere in the boat.
Well, that's the big thing. You know, you have to keep track of them, but you always have to have a backup. Your redundant systems. You know that as tournament fishing has taught you that you have to have a backup for everything you have.
You know, I think the thing I've learned most the last 3 years, Dave, is you almost need to have a backup to your backup.
Redundant systems, that's the key.
Well, folks, out here with Captain Dave Nichols doing a little planer board fishing. Just wanted to take time to tell you a little bit about Dave's technique for that front wheel drive on his Lund. Works good, Dave. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Spike.